Ooh. Ooh. Actually, a little bit nervous now. Ooh. Just recorded. Ooh, I almost said it. That'd be a spoiler for the 12 Days of Holidays. Day 9, I'll say. See, whatever drops on that day, it's what I just recorded before this. I was fine. I was enjoying surprisingly enjoying it despite my distaste for it going into it. Again, you'll know what it is when I play it. But I was fine clicking and continuing and everything, and then I got to this screen, it's black and the chirping, and I just suddenly had this sinking feeling in my chest, gut, region, diaphragm? Maybe? My diaphragm? I guess? It's like between my chest and stomach, that's weird. Oh, ooh. I think we're finally here, boys and girls. Ooh, lads and ladies. I think I'm going to start addressing people on the channel that way. Lads and ladies. Just seems more fun to do it that way. Anyways, hello everybody. My name is Ostentatious24 and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. Oh, jeez. The chirping just stopped. Well, this might be the episode where things go awry. Maybe? It seems building up to that. So maybe not. We'll see. Maybe it is in this chapter and we just don't get to it this episode. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it over an hour. I'll try to keep it about 45 minutes. 420. Cool. Alright. It's that number. Woo, yeah. Woo. So, anyway, let us continue, begin, whatever.
Good morning. Nice job yesterday, Kai-chan.
You didn't do so badly yourself, Mion. Yesterday was fun.
Oh, that's right, Kaichi-kun. Thank you very much. For Mr. Bear.
Glad you like it. Don't use it as a pin cushion, though.
I wouldn't.
I don't know what that is. Look at my laptop. Apologies. Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. The bucket filled to the brim with water, and unfortunately my foot stepped right into it.
Right now, I'm changing for you to mop the floor this morning.
Clomp, clomp, clomp. Whip, whip, whiff.
Kaichi's up my foot. You should set a more brutal trap next time.
Seeing that, Reina began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there. Nothing felt out of place. You don't say that, especially in a horror setting. The uncertainties I'd had in the back of the mind since yesterday had vanished.
What is it, Kaichi-kun? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe?
I slept like a log, but if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class.
You shouldn't do that.
Mion alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off to their seats. Well, all of us seem here, so...
Good morning, everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you to all the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up.
We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival and cause a ruckus.
Okay then, this time of year you might see some people here from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines.
That was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out. But then I noticed the different tone in her voice and started paying attention.
Maybe ask questions. Please don't say anything silly or something that could be taken the wrong way. Do you understand?
Unison, everyone replied, "Yes, ma'am." But she said it was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in hoping something regarding the chaos that happened did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad image. Imagine? Is that what I was trying to... I don't know. She was saying, don't spell stupid shit you think is funny. Now I was one of the... Now I was one of the... And now I was one of ones... I feel like there should be a though there. I feel like that one wasn't my fault. Who need to keep their mouth shut. Found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. I don't trust that. I don't trust a one bit. There's some into club activities after school. Since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing Pete. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Relaxing P? Relaxing P. Peaches? Oh.
Okay, let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one?
Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting.
The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem like hard. I won't lose you here. I'm not too bad at this game.
So that Reina didn't handle this kind of game very well.
The rules are the person who can match the...
Ah, it's Clue. Okay. Match the
murder weapon and the scene of the crime wins.
There are 3 kinds of cards comprised of suspects, weapons, and locations. See that the names Mion and Rico were written on the suspect cards. Interesting. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There are plenty of different weapons too. Like knives, axes, and poison. There's more than 5 characters usually though. I can't remember all of them. 6 or 7?
They all don't follow the basic colors.
Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green, Professor Plum, Peacock's Blue, Miss White, Colonel Mustard, Yellow. Okay, so yellow, red, and blue. Mr. Green, purple. There's not an orange. Miss White. I think there's not a brown or a gray. Mr. Black, I believe, is the murdered. The first murdered. Like the one who owns the mansion, I believe. So there's 6 characters. There's not Pink, which is a tint. We're getting technical. There's no cyan, there's no other various colors. So yeah, there's 6, I believe, then. If my math is correct. Locations are pretty nice too. Like the living room, the study, and the courtyard. So they're 1 character off. Interesting. Will we get a 6th character introduced, maybe?
So basically, you take one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards.
So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We ask each other about the cards and figure out the right ones.
Stop yelling!
I had no idea to go to bed! But stop it! I see, so the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators.
Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends when we check if the answer is correct.
If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. So the game ends even if one gets it right. All the cards are gathered up and redistributed.
Oh, excuse me.
You learn as you go. You really have to use your brain.
You'll get confused. You'll get confused if you don't take notes.
Chris, you can figure out by playing So Mion. What's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention to Mion.
Let's see. We're all all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we'll take it easy with a gopher penalty. You'll be asked to rush out and buy stuff for everyone.
So just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess. I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple.
I wonder, is it really? I feel like Mion's gonna ask for something very brutal, like a dirty magazine.
Guys, I think you were ending.
Yeah, you don't know what you'll have to go buy. Betting Mion would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream, or a happy family planning manual, or other crazy stuff. The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have been taken out. So that means all the cards I have in my hand are innocent cards. Okay. I think in next episode, it seems like they're in kind of parts. There's the school life, and then there's the afterwards that something big happens. So if someone's dead, it will be in the second half, so probably not in this video. Hopefully I didn't get people's hopes too high.
And I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Well then, Mion, knife steady.
One suspect weapon and murder scene, and ask each person. If you have any of those cards, then you must say I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it.
Me too. I have one.
Oh my, all of them are here.
That's not how that's played. You have to show someone the card. But if you have all three, then yeah, you don't have to show a specific one. You go in a clockwise position. 3 people answered when she asked if they had, or I guess, I don't think that's how we played when I played on the actual board game. That's how the video game clues played. But I believe you just ask someone when you play on the actual board game. Maybe? It's like if I was playing with my brothers and mom, then like it didn't have to be clockwise. It could have been like, oh, I asked you, do you have Colonel Mustard? And then when it's my next turn, I'm like, oh, do you have, I mean, you asked for 3, obviously. Colonel Mustard, the knife in the study! And then my brother would show one of them. And then the next time it's my turn, I'm like, oh, Colonel Mustard, the revolver in the billiards room. I asked my mom or something, maybe, I don't know. Maybe? God, it's been a long time since I've played any board games. Again, since I was, probably not since I was a kid. I say again, that was in the holiday episode that I mentioned. Something I haven't done since I was a child. Oops. Anyways, at least I didn't spoil it. Right, okay, yeah, we are with that. So that means that Mion and Knife and Study are all in the clear. Got to jump that down.
Then I'll go. Rena X Lounge.
Only 2 people said they had one. So it means out of Arena, X, and Lounge, one of them is correct. It's part of the crime. Narrate! If they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satoko or Rika-chan has 2 of the cards. Yes.
Okay, Janice, now go ahead.
Wait just a little! I'm still sorting things out! The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's going to be tough. I always think that it could be. And the game of life. Weirdly enough. And I always invested in stocks, but I could never get children, despite wanting children. I have wanted children since I was a child. I don't know why. Call me weird. Especially being a guy, I know that seems even weirder. I just have always felt that way. Meanwhile, my siblings and my mom, they'd all end up with lots of children. I'd end up married, but I'd get rich. I'd be winning all the time in the stocks. I was always the one winning and becoming a billionaire. Nope. Never get my dreams of having a dog or a cat or children. Ugh. That's how it goes. And, well, honestly, I mean, I haven't tried the stocks. Maybe I'd be good at real stocks. But currently I am not rich. I am alone in a house. I'm not even married. My life is sad. Anyways.
Alright, now I have the criminal.
Ah! Alrighty!
Here I am spinning around
Here I am spinning around in circles, and Mia just now raises her hand.
The murderer is Rika-chan in the infirmary with the poison. Well,
Poison is not in the original game. I'm not sure if Axe is. I don't think it is. But I feel like there's something like an Axe. I can't remember. I drew the cards from the box and we checked to see if her deduction was right. Oh, if she gets them wrong though, it's an automatic lose. Oh, wow, damn.
You were right.
all I needed was one more hand. I couldn't tell whether it was poison or a pistol.
I never use a pistol. I like killing them slowly with poison.
Well, Rika-chan said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Yep. It's always them you gotta suspect. It's always the cute, innocent ones. Was making a commotion about how they almost had it. Rina and I were left out in the cold, though.
How did you do, Kaiji-kun? I couldn't get it at all.
Don't worry, I had no idea either.
How can you both be so unsure? You'll both end up in last place together at this rate.
It's even worse. Going out buying something together as a couple. Oh God, what if we ended up having to buy the Happy Family Planning Guide? So embarrassing, but secretly, deep within his heart, I bet Kaiji is wishing it.
I can tell from Kaiji's expression that he's not very good at this game.
Whoa! That's not true! I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maibara during the next round!
My violence is wonderful. I should give you quite the thrashing.
I wish they had told us all the cards. Then we could have played along while we're reading this, you know? We don't know all the locations and all the weapons, and obviously some of the weapons and obviously all the characters are not like in the original Clue game. I wonder if there is a Japanese version. Maybe that would be interesting. Maybe there is a poison in a Japanese version of Clue. I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I was still always a step or two behind. So Mian was somehow gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. Or she's cheating and marking the cards! That level of experience was just too much. The way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. Toss out the simple concept of deduction, switch over to the thought process needed to win. The important thing isn't to find out the criminal, it's to win at the game. Eureka! Oh, sorry, I need to go to the bathroom.
Take your time and squeeze out a nice one.
Me-chan, that's gross.
I got them pulled off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. Showed just how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some of her classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Reina had made her way out towards me.
Kaiji-kun, did you call for me?
Yeah, I did. I got up from my seat, I winked over at Reina. Glad it worked out. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Reina, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She's taken aback after a moment. She hesitantly opened her mouth.
Well, all losses. Why do you ask, I wonder?
Tell from how apprehensively she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last-minute comeback on this one.
So I guess both of us will be taking that penalty.
Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us!
But how can we?
Brought my lips up to Reina's ears. Whisper, mutter,
Is that allowed?
Did you forget, Reina, the second rule of our society? Do everything in your power to obtain victory.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Apologies about that. I got crap in my throat all of a sudden. Our plan of attack was quite a rudimentary one. Beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand for a while, taking notes and whatnot. So our seats were right next to each other. We reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. Begin the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean we need to investigate less. With this sort of plan of attack, we start off with a big lead over the other guys.
Yeah, with this we could...
Whoops! Click the scrolly doodad. Whoop.
With this we could probably win.
They smirked at each other. I was the shady businessman, then Reina was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing business with you. Then let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone.
Hey now, there's no point if we go back together. Feel like flat out telling them we made a little arrangement.
Wait, did I mix those up?
We'll work as a duo to spread. Then let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to spread.
Dude, hey now, there's no point if we go back together. It would be like flat out telling them we made a little arrangement.
Oh, sorry. Then what should we do?
Go back ahead of me, Reina. I'll take my time coming back after washing my face or something.
Okay, got it.
Reina turned around and headed back to the classroom. Guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If the owner or one of them suspected something, then there could be problems. Well, they'd figure it out sooner or later, because both Reina and I would start winning over and over again. Both Reina and I have earned enough points to avoid being the losers by the time Mion realized... Ooh, my head. Realized what was happening. Excellent, not bad at all.
My Barracoon, may I have a moment?
Huh? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it'd be the teacher, but I wasn't sure. Huh, it's the teacher. Man, things were just getting good. What is it? I'm a bit...
You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance.
A guest? Not like I own a hotel.
They've been waiting. Please hurry.
Wasn't sure if it was Mion or the teacher. It's rather unfortunate I'd have someone waiting on me right before my big match, but I was more interested in the unexpected guests. Didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. There are 3 possibilities. It wouldn't be his parents because they would have said the parents. It was his mom or his dad visiting or something. It's either the girl, I forgot his name, military glasses picture man, or there's a character I remember from the anime, but I've been very, very cautiously trying to keep that on the down low. And maybe it's, I'm feeling more like it's this third person, or maybe it's a police officer. I don't know. It could be someone I don't know. Maybe his parents are dead. They didn't go to the festival! His parents are dead. He's an orphan. He has to live with Reina now. Oh no, the horror! Entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Oh. Nope. But he does have a new interesting model. Waiting there looking uncomfortably but warm was a middle-aged man. His tie sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. I'm guessing he is a cop or a detective or something to that effect. I should give him my mustached voice. Are you my boss? Inquisitively, indubitably, yes, indeed. How do I do that again? New character we gotta see is model. Configure? Right. Maybe. There we go. That's... He's all chubby and adorable. But at the same time, old looking. It's both cute and weird at the same time. Okay. Well, maybe I'll use him for the thumbnail. We'll see. Are you my person? Can I see my person? There's no question that he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa. This was, without a doubt, the first time he had met me. Since I met Tomitake, that was his name, Tomitake-san, I've been running into so many middle-aged men. Whoa, excuse me, weird. That's right, who might you be?
The AC on in my car, let's talk there. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? Yes, indeed. Moustache. My moustache that I don't have.
Man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over to his car parked near the gate and began walking. You gotta be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with this geezer I didn't even know, and he was asking me to get in his car with him. Hey, guy, you got a puppy or some candy? I'm not gonna buy it. Come on now. Twirling my mustache like some old-timey villain. He opened the back door of his car and called me over. Well, that's not suspicious. Didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about. You know, knowing that conversation that started out like this after never led to anything good. One way or another, yes, I suppose that's true. Whether he's a creepo kidnapping you, or he's someone with bad information. He's got something important to tell you. It's not going to be good news one way or another. So his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioners were supposed to be a luxury. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least. Dear God, I feel that. We're in the frickin' 2020s, and I live with a truck that doesn't have AC, and it kills me. Especially because my body overheats really easily. I have the body of a frickin' super volcano. Ugh. Even driving 10 minutes, I'm just drowning in my own sweat and getting dizzy. Overheating. Ugh. And it's not like it hasn't had AC before. It's just, it hasn't worked for the past, 3 years now. And I can't afford to fix it. Nor can I afford to replace it. Nor would I really want to. It's been the family. It was from my grandparents, you know. It'd be cool if I could get it working to a degree and fixed up for my own kids or grandkids, you know, in the future at some point. Ugh. But it is a death trap of a truck. 94. I'm not going to say what kind of truck, though. Just the year. So you know the time frame of which I could have just said it's from the 90s, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I get that. It's always nice when you have a vehicle with air conditioning. Or making ice bottles and putting them under your shirt, which is unbearably cold, but then after like a minute or two, your body adjusts to it, and it's like, oh, please give me more cold. It's what I fill like water or Powerade or Gatorade bottles up with water after I drink them, and I shove them into the freezer, and that way you save on air conditioning and all the other stuff. You just hug it tight, whether you're going to sleep or if you're... Or you can put it... Another tip is you can hold one while you're sleeping, and then you have a fan, and you put one in a bowl in front of the fan, and then the fan blows the cold air from the frozen bottle onto you, so it's a good way to keep cool without spending money and stuff, you know. Anyways, please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? I have a habit of cranking it all the way up. So what business do you have with me, Mr. Twirly Mustache Man with no mustache? I was why I decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to me and start my own line of questioning. Put out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck between the pages. On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy. You know anything related to this individual, and please tell me. Who the heck is this? Doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from the expressionless picture. It looked like it was taken at a DMV. There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker. Signed with yours? My bar signed. Quite a few of your classmates signed it as well. Huh? Yeah. This is Tomitake-san? There's no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. He's an expressionless, half-asleep face.
Then do you know this woman?
Even before seeing it, I had a good idea of who it was. I don't remember her name, but she was some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. Didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa. Okay, screen flashing. Weird.
When was the last time you saw these two?
The night of the Watanagashi, we spoke. They seem pretty close, I guess.
Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead and say it.
Being asked for every little detail is very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea of who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There's no response to my inquiry. Thus I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no sir, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitake-san? Something happened to him. More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew more about him than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a long pause, he finally spoke again.
You moved here just recently, isn't that right, Maibara-san? Are you aware, I wonder, about the stories of Uyashiro-sama?
My heart began to race. Pretty terrible at hiding things. Probably showed on my face.
Not at all. Maybe. If you don't, then that's fine.
Well, I have heard of it. Tomitake-san told me, actually.
How much do you know about it?
The dismemberment killing. The accidental death. The death by illness followed by suicide. And the lady who was beaten to death. The incidents that always happened the day of the Watanagashi, ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, didn't want to think there was anything more than that.
You know that well. Curse my Barazan. Feel free to speak openly about it. While I twirl my invisible mustache.
I'm guessing you can't grow a mustache.
No, but a pretty fine beard, if I do say so myself.
Okay, sure. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away my own doubts. That was the more prominent feeling.
Really? That's great! Gosh, you really are one of those city-raised boys.
So, whoops, switching gears. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting, so could you get to the point?
The man in this picture is dead.
Mind went blank. Huh? What happened to Tomitake-san?
Well, it would seem that he died last night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implications behind that, Maibara-san?
Implications? Not any. No. Not any for the cause of his death or the reason behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Watanagashi, meaning this year, the curse of Oyashiro-sama had once again.
The death of Jiro Tomitake is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right?
I didn't want to understand why.
Please tell me. Tell me what happened.
Oh, I didn't plan that creepy instrument. It was very perfectly timed. It was creepy. It was good. To my laugh. It was rather peculiar.
It might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hinamizawa.
It's a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest. I'd only regret forcing myself to learn something I shouldn't. Or at least, that's how I figured I would if I'd listened to the rest. Oh. Well, let me check the time. Oh no, we're coming up close. Hopefully we can get over this little. It's not quite 40 minutes, so I'll keep going a little longer. A little over 30 is fine, but I want to keep going a little more. Let's see.
Our patrol cars discovered the body on the way back from security detail at the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. Location was where the road into town becomes paved, right? Down past the slope on the shoulder around those.
There are a few streets lights on that road. Its pitch black darkness was only broken by the lights of passing cars and the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and muck covered the asphalt.
We thought it was a hit and run at first, but when the officer checked to see if he was still alive, he quickly noticed something abnormal. His throat had been ripped open!
From a knife? Oh wait, is that for me? From a knife or something? No.
Nails.
Nails? As in fingernails? With those he clawed through?
From the coroner's report, it was revealed that it was with his own nails.
Huh? What does that mean?
Basically, it
means... Oh wait, that's not in parentheses. Basically, it means it wasn't a murder, it was suicide.
Tomitake-san thought...
Oh wait, oops. Thought there was a reason to tear open his own throat. As hard as he could with his own nails. Tore through the skin until he started to bleed. Even then, Tomitake-san didn't stop. He continued clawing with enough intensity that could have peeled off his nails. Still, Jesus Christ. Holy crap. Either he's got weak nails or he really dug in deep. Holy crap. I've scratched at my own neck before. I got really dry skin and pimples also. I've picked at in the past. And I obviously I broke in blood in both cases, but my nails were fine. To go with that, oh my god. That just sounds disturbing on many levels. Still clawing. Then as his nails reached those vital arteries that you should never damage, he continued to clawing. Spur alert! Blood splattered on the ground around him. Also, hopefully the video isn't flagged for that word. There it is. That word. I mean, I don't have issues with it. I just don't want the video to get flagged for it. It's in context with something. Like in my super powwow, I mentioned in the last video, obviously, that was for educational purposes. This is for story purposes, so it should be fine. Hopefully, baby. It's the game, it's not me. Don't flag me, YouTube, you better not. Anyways, spur blood splattered on the ground around him. As he bled, or gasping for breath, he collapsed. His body spasmed and he died in agony. We thought drugs were to blame. But nothing of that nature was detected. But it was suicide. Never heard of such a thing. It's a natural way of dying. This wasn't a mysterious death, then what was? The way he died in these 5 years, his death more resembled that of a curse. To show both myself and Tomitake-san, who proclaimed there was no such thing as a curse, that we were wrong. Yeah, that sounds about right. That there sounds about right. A few more suspicious details.
From his body, chemistry, perspiration, epilepsy, and so on, we conclude that he was in a state of hysteria right before his death.
Ow. Speaking of, well, not bleeding, but I was rubbing my elbow with my fingernails, which are long. Do need to cut them. To be fair, though, I do have really rock hard frickin' nails. Like, Jesus Christ. My frickin' nails are like that of a cat's claws. Or no. Honestly, maybe even... They're pretty strong. I drink a lot of milk. They're pretty... I don't think they'd be as strong as my dog's claws were. I tried cutting her nails once, and I only did it once, and then I accidentally on one of them went a little too deep, and she bled a little bit. I felt so terrible, so I never did it again. We took her to a vet to do that, or did my mom do it? I might have had my mom do it whenever I visited. I felt so terrible about that, though. What was even more sad was she seemed fine. She just sat there. I mean, she had a sad-looking expression, but she didn't yelp or anything. I'm like, oh God, no! Oh, I'm sorry. She's golden retriever. It's a golden retriever kind of look. Just look of sad puppy eyes. But she didn't yelp or anything. Oh, you're making me feel more guilty. I would have rather you yelped. It's like when a parent says, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. It kind of felt like that. It's like, oh God, what have I done? Oh, I might as well have killed someone. But anyways, we saved it right before his death. That was a given. Well, it's hard to believe someone could be in the sound state of mind while clawing out their own throat. Wounds on his head, smashed to discard. Wounds on his hands, smashed to discard piece of lumber found nearby. There are traces of where he struck trees on the guardrails with it. Tomitaka-san's blood was found all over the place. Meaning that while tearing out his own throat, he was swinging around a piece of lumber. That sounds not right. There were external injuries which were not self-inflicted discovered on Tomitaka-san. There's a high probability Tomitaka-san was assaulted. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, there is no way unless he has 4 arms, or at least 3, that he's lumbering around, as strong as he is, of lumber, you're gonna need 2 hands for that, for the balance at the very least. It not even a question of strength. So at the same time, then how is he clawing down his own throat? Some seems suspicious. External injuries suggest there may be multiple suspects, such as you! Summarize. Tomitaka-san was surrounded and attacked while wandering the night roads in a state of panic, and after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere there, he began madly tearing at his own throat, clawing at it. Then he died. My guess is either at least he's not telling us if there were other injuries. I'm assuming there wasn't head trauma, and then like someone knocking him out, and then they used his own hands to claw his own throat out, and then like clean their fingerprints off of his hands, you know. But he had to have been in a state of either really bad hysteria, maybe he was drugged or something, or he had to have been in a semi-conscious, semi-unconscious state where he was like incapacitated but like still aware, you know. And because it said he was alive when his throat was cut out, so someone grabbed his own arm while he was like semi-conscious and just used his own hand to, I don't know. I could have been a detective. Presumed time of death was around 9:23 p.m., meaning it occurred right after you finished talking to Tomitaka-san at the festival. Unsigned Tomitaka-san's shirt. Then parted ways right after that. Oh yeah, he should have been with a woman. What about her?
She's missing. She hasn't showed up to work, and she hasn't returned home either. There's a very high probability that she was involved in this incident.
creepy music again. For a while I could only gaze off into space. Never would have thought that something unfortunate happening to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. And you weren't that close with him. You just met the man. He was only a newly had friend versus your current other friends. The time I'd spent with Tomitake-san was short. We went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us.
We've been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oyashiro-sama's curse, the villagers here aren't very cooperative.
That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitake-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why he came to me, because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa. Should have been angry that that was the reason he wanted to hear what happened from me. If things go the way they happened, then the conclusion would be that Jiro Tomitake died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me and gazed far off into the distance.
The night of the Watanagashi, during that sacred ritual, he callously snapped off photos, angering Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out.
There's no way Oyashiro-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitake-san. Tomitake-san had to have been killed by humans in a cowardly group, no less. There's no way I'm going to let this end up being the fault of some curse.
I think so as well. There's no such thing as divine punishment or curses,
He said as a giant flaming rock hits the damn car, killing only him. The tense mood was cut with the man's hearty laugh.
That's how it must be, my Bara-san. Cooperation from individuals in Hinamizawa who don't believe in the curse is indispensable. Understand?
Neither Tomitake-san nor I believe in curses, but with the way things were going, it would just end up with Tomitake-san's death marking the 5th year. Which would mean that Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitake-san. That was something he couldn't allow. Tomitake-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more of a resident than I was. There's no way that Tomitake-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there's nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either.
No, if you see or hear something that draws your attention, then that is enough.
I see or hear. He's talking in the future tense.
Things or people or rumors, anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Yeah, this is my number. If I'm not there, then just leave a message with whoever picks up.
He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second. If I took it, then whether I wanted to or not, I'd be mired knee-deep in this matter.
Please help me solve these questions surrounding Tomitake-san's unfortunate death.
That's right. Why was I hesitating? I need to find the murderer who killed my friend. Snatched up the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread across his face.
Good. Everything we spoke of today is a secret. Please keep this confidential.
Understood.
From your friends as well, especially from Sonozaki-san and Furure-san. Please do not inform them.
Sonozaki? You mean Mion? Why? Are you saying they have something to do with the incident? Furure, is that... My friend's name's brought up so abruptly, and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry.
This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose.
Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. Snapped at him, but he didn't seem to especially be offended.
I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may just upset you.
Say it! You say it! Damn it! He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze to the outside of the car, he began to speak after thinking for a bit.
There is a possibility that a string of incidents happening here in Hinamizawa are a result of a village conspiracy.
There's no way that could be right. Give me a break! First of all, is there any kind of proof of that?
No evidence. Also, each of these cases were resolved and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village.
Then how did you come to that conclusion?
Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi.
Whoops.
Don't you think that's enough reason to suspect something?
It was the exclamation points. I was like, wait, he's not yelling at us, is he? But I guess it doesn't have to be yelling. So I thought maybe it was us. Then I was like, no, I guess he is asking us, but I guess that doesn't indicate. But there's two! There's two! Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt that the day of Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to Hinamizawa. First it was the damn construction foreman. Then it was a villager that supported it. Those the village held a grudge against die one after the other from mysterious causes. The means are different, but in the end the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion, but it couldn't just be shrugged off. So the victims after that, what about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies of the village. Those had expected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute, but he wasn't proactive, so there was a faction of villagers who harbored ill will towards him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he did anything bad to the village. What about that housewife afterwards? Did she die just because she was the wife of the brother of a supporter? It's such a trivial reason to kill someone. Well, what about Tomitake-san? He's not affiliated with the dam project at all. Was he killed just because he was an outsider? Fell off on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims had become much lower. Well, that's the scary part. Bar keeps getting lower. Scary about that.
It means it's not just the enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider is reason enough.
Then, next year's victim, they're just gonna be picked out of the villagers outside your pool?
Might just be a person that just moved here.
What do you mean by that? Damn you! I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who would be considered the most outside would be my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then the next victims. My family. Was he saying it was going to be me? But what does that have to do with Mion?
I can't go into details, but the Sonozaki family led the dam protests, quite fervently so.
This is also true of Mion Sonozaki's son herself. She has quite a few misdemeanors and obstruction of
public worker offenses on her record because of the protests.
Mion knew what it meant to fight. This was the first I'd heard of her family leading the protests, though. Then, well, what did all that mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved with this string of incidents?
I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then I'd have the highest probability of being behind it.
Not a very clear explanation. Felt like he'd magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to know.
We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. That's exactly why I don't want you to say anything to the villagers.
Instead of answering, I gave a very bitter expression. Seemed that he understood it well enough.
And think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's a curse. How about that?
What do you mean, how about that? How should I know? The reasoning behind wanting me to not carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with the curse. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. None of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. What was the last name? Furude? Hopefully I don't get spoilers. I'm gonna look up the last name though. because I'm Rika. Ah. Okay. I was thinking that was, God, I'm terrible with names. Our brunette lady friend that likes Colonel Sanders, I thought it was her last name. But it is not Rika. Interesting. I keep thinking Neza. That's not right. Is it? No. I can't remember. The villagers should have anything to do with it. It was definitely... The perpetrator was here. I had nothing to do with it. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. None of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. Because they're sensitive about the curse. Do just worry needlessly. It also said on... There was a pop-up of her original picture. And it had her age next to it. It said 6 to 16. I don't know what that means. Hopefully I'm not spoiling that for other people. Especially because I don't know what that entails myself. She looks young, but I wouldn't say she's 6. But at the same time, she definitely doesn't look like she's old enough to be 16. I mean, I think we established Mion was 18, right? She doesn't look anywhere near Mion's age. It may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry needlessly. Just like everyone kept it from me, so I wouldn't worry about it. Is it now my turn to keep it from them so they didn't have to worry? Just talking to myself. Like me, everyone else had been worrying over these mysteries. The serious incidents is yearly, and the incident this time probably meant a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man had wanted, as insipid as it was, but it couldn't be helped. I understand. Keep it to myself. Is that fine, Mr.
Higurashi from the Okinomiya police station.
Oh my god, excuse me.
That's Okinomiya police station. Blah, blah, blah. Not blah, blah, blah.
I didn't mean to burp. Yeah, let's throw that into a joke, sure.
You can call me Kura-chan if you want.
Kura. That's not black, is it? Kuro might be black. Kuro, Japanese. Okay, yeah, Kuro is black. I don't know if Kura means anything in particular. It's like, is that name mean black? No, it's something slightly different. Yeah, okay. So I don't know what Kura means. Curry. Uishi. Ooh, Ishi. Ooh, spooky. Ooh. Oh no, Uishi-san is fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was a spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Though I've never seen one this bulky before in the cop shows I watched. Yeah. I was kind of getting similar vibes from him. He's not... I mean, he's playing nice. I've known plenty of people like that, though. They act sweet and nice, but underneath they're the biggest... Pardon my phrasing, biggest assholes in the world. Very, very, very well know of that kind of people.
Indubitably.
Making me salty. Even thinking about it. Anyways, get that out of my head. Shoot, go away. Bad thoughts. Go away, bad thoughts. Taking up too much time.
Your friends are waiting, aren't they?
Which is also why I did this voice, specifically. I mean, he's still a cop, he's probably not a bad guy, but I didn't trust him, so I gave him the twirly mustache villain kind of voice.
Should probably let you get back to them.
The door opened with a click and it streamed the oppressive heat. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It's almost cruel heat as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It's as if the land of Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. Felt a little sad by that. After all the loving things I have done for you, Hinamizawa. Sad as the thought crossed my mind.
I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that.
Refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something that self-serving.
It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, my Bara-san. There's enough proof that the village is not involved.
Is that me or him? I'll contact you if I hear or see anything, but I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me.
I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything.
Easily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick bow.
See you later. Farewell, my Bara-kun.
Returned to the school building without looking back. I don't know if I should pause here. Don't know how much time had passed. Did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there was a lot on my mind. Tomitake-san's death was hard enough as it was, but to think there was the possibility of a village conspiracy. Worse still, there was also a chance that Mion was involved. Nonsense. Possible not. Mion, Reina, Satoko, or Rika-chan. Reina, right. That's our Colonel Sanders' lover friend. And then I know Satoko. I couldn't remember her name either, but yeah, she's the gremlin. And then Rika-chan's, well, she was talking about poisoning people previously. That doesn't paint her in a good image. There's a group that attacked Tomitake-san. Who could the perpetrators be? Could it be they were hiding here? Someone in Hinamizawa? I didn't know. All I could say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator. It's Michan? Now I'm spacing out. Okay, well. Oh, crap. 5:20. Yeah, that ran on a lot longer than I thought. Damn it. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, it's been over an hour now. Crap. Oh, well. Yeah, I definitely gotta end it here, I suppose. It's a good place to stop it anyways. Okay, well. It's Michan!
Oh god, it's Michan! No!
She's the killer! I wonder if it's gonna do that for Clue. Oh, she's the killer! Oh, damn it! Oh my god! But not really, but kind of, but maybe, but no, definitely not the cute green-haired one. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, that saved. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Tomitake-san in his last. Oh no, let's go see him one last time. Oh, look at him. Oh, remember this face, everyone. And this adorable music with it. We will never see him again, maybe. We'll even for old time's sake, we'll check out his original artwork, and we'll end it here. Oh, I might use that as the thumbnail. Oh, goodbye, Tomitake-san. We will miss you. Oh, it's so sad. So, anyways, that'll be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Ooh, fade to white. Plot thickens and we start getting serious about now. I have no idea how much time is left in the game. Or not. I also don't know if the achievements are... I thought about that after the last episode. If the achievements are tied to how much progress we made in the game, or if they're tied to the actions I've done or not, I have no idea. People have to let me know that in the comments below if I'm running into decision making or not. But anyways, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this, and I'm Starting to get excited and nervous about what is to come, so until next time, I hope you have a lovely day and or evening. Until next time, whatever it is I may do, I hope to see you then. Farewell.